Hello everyone, how's it going? So, I haven't posted anything on YouTube like ever since I had hair. So, I'm just gonna wing this. I haven't been getting any sleep lately. At night, I've been staying awake until the morning and then I sleep in and then I get up and so on. So, I've been thinking last night that I've been having what people call ADHD. So it's not real ADHD. ADHD is a serious diagnosis, but the way people on the internet have been talking about this, saying, "Oh, I have ADHD," is that what they mean? Their attention span has getting shorter, and the reason for this is the huge amount of short-term video content that we're getting exposed to every day. YouTube Shorts, you have Instagram Reels, you have TikTok, you have even the Reels that are on Facebook, and wherever you go, they're just short form content and ads and memes, and the amount of information that our brain doesn't even take seriously just goes in and out and keeps you distracted all the time. So lots of us feel stressed, lots of us feel unproductive, and we're not kind of understanding like why is this happening, and it could lead to serious bigger problems like depression or what people call burnout. So I think what I'm talking about here is burnout. So I've been having some do tasks that I could not finish on time, and then they kept getting bigger and bigger, the list, and adding up, these do tasks made me feel unproductive and made me stuck into not being able to get back to the productivity zone. So I was thinking the way I usually think is using a pen and a paper. I just write down my ideas, um, and I was thinking, what were the actions or the things that I've tried to get back into work? So sometimes I'm just stressed. I say, okay, let me do something fun so I can just feel good, and maybe the stress would be gone, and then I can get back to work. Like maybe playing video games, or watching more reels, or watching movies, or even going to a social event. Although some people, including me, when you meet someone inspiring enough or someone that has been productive, you get like a rush, like a boost. Sitting alone for too many hours is not a good thing. So these activities, they did not work because they would give me some kind of a fake reward, a reward like a dopamine to my brain that I did not earn by working hard. Other activities that have helped me, maybe like working on a side project. So I used to call this, procrastination. I used to call this meta procrastination, which means I'm procrastinating, I'm getting away from my main work, and I'm still working on something else. Um, the reason why this helps is because, as I said, it gets some dopamine, it gets some small amounts of reward into my system that gets the engine up and going back again. Things like reading, especially because reading is boring, is like reading any book. Not I'm not talking maybe like a novel or something that you're interested in, although that helps in increasing your attention span. Um, Getting enough sleep, that's good, no matter what time it is. Like for me, I've tried this so many times to say that, especially if you're working online or from home, and you have like flexible hours, or maybe you're just studying, learning on your own, taking courses, you can like go to sleep and wake up whichever time you like. Although medically or like scientifically, it has been proven that sleeping at night is way better. And something I'd like to call the span challenge, or like the attention span challenge. So this is like you get a timer and you decide what is the maximum time that I can do something that is boring and requires my attention without getting distracted. So I would do reading like any book, and then I would read and set that timer and whichever I get distracted or drifted by thoughts or like distracted with something else, I would stop that timer and write down my highest score, like my highest number of minutes that I could remain focused at. And then I would increase that gradually while keeping in mind that I am trying to become more focused. Um, so I designed like a small system. It's mainly for myself because I want to be using it. Each time that I feel I'm burnt out, and by the way, taking a vacation does not help with burnout, at least in my case. Because when you have these tasks that you gotta do, once you come back from the vacation, the due times and the deadlines they just got way bigger than they were. So taking a vacation for me just makes things worse. And during the vacation, I barely get any relaxation time because I'm just thinking about work. So before you take a vacation, you gotta get these things done by what I like to call the laundry room day, or the laundry room system. You just have to sit down, write down all the tasks that you have. Then for each task, write the number of days that you can get away without finishing this task and without getting in trouble. So, what I mean by this, maybe like I have a deadline for an essay, and that deadline was yesterday, so I'm already late. But if I don't deliver it by next week, I'm gonna be in big trouble. So here's what I do. I say like, okay, I have a task. I should deliver it within 7 days before I fall in big trouble. So to remain thinking that the deadline was yesterday is only gonna add up to your stress. It's not gonna help. And then for every task, write the task, the number of days before you get in trouble, and the time that it requires you to finish it. So maybe this essay needs me like to be focused for 2 hours. And then I write down all these tasks. And you would be surprised, some of these tasks actually take 10 minutes. But the way they're adding up with everything makes us don't want to get anything done. So then, after I write them down. I like to use Excel because the way it creates spreadsheets and tables, I can sort these things. Then we need to sort them by putting the smallest tasks first. So I have created this system in a way that you can do in 3 days. You can do in a shorter time if you'd like, but I didn't want to do a solution that works like magic because that is not realistic and it's gonna make people more stressed. So for myself, I made it like you can do it in 3 days. The first day, you sort the tasks and you write them down. The second day, in that first same day, you start by doing the smallest of tasks. Sorry, the small, like the ones that take 10 minutes and the ones that take only a short time, you start by doing these, and they make a huge hell of a difference. Then, what you have to do is the next day, or maybe you start getting some reward, some dopamine into your system. Maybe you can do it in the very same day. The next day, you can do the urgent tasks, the one that have very small deadlines before you get in trouble. And the first day, maybe you can do like 30 minutes per session, just 2 sessions. You can work for an hour, and that's it. Because you're trying to get back into the productivity zone slowly, not suddenly. So the next day, you can do the urgent tasks, and maybe you can work like multiple sessions up to maybe 3 4 hours, and that's about it. Start your day by doing these. Don't do anything else, because the next day you're gonna go back to the tasks that take away your distraction again. Like maybe you'd wake up and you start watching reels, and that will destroy the progress that you've already been trying to build. The third day, you're gonna continue by finalizing the urgent tasks, but you gotta finalize them no matter what. So on the third day, you have to finish all the tasks. And this is the hard part, but it's rewarding enough because once you're done, you're gonna go back to safety and back to your own schedule where you're comfortable and have no late deadlines. And maybe this is all just a bit too much. Like for me, I was lazy to start with the first step, so I thought, okay, let me just do like 30 push-ups and take a shower, and then I'm gonna sit down and write these. But saying that I'm gonna do it tomorrow just destroys the whole purpose. So maybe I'm just gonna do 30 push-ups, and for anyone who's like, I can't do push-ups, maybe you can do wall push-ups. Even if you don't have muscle memory, you've never done that lot of push-ups before, you can do wall push-ups. Anything just to make you tired, make you sweaty, and you're breathing hard, and your brain gets these endorphins. Some people might prefer to go out for a run. I hate running. So then, yeah, that's about it. And I'm just gonna, thanks for watching that.